Yorkshire Dale National Park.
The Yorkshire Dales is the name given to an upland area in the northern England. The area lies within the historic county boundaries of Yorkshire, though it spans the ceremonial counties of North Yorkshire, West Yorkshire and Cumbria. Most of the area falls within the Yorkshire Dales National Park, created in 1954, and now one of the 15 national parks of Britain. But the term also includes areas to the east of the national park, notably Nidderdale.
Stretching for some 30 miles between the wild moorland chains of the Pennines, the backbone of northern England, and the level plain of the Vale of York, the Yorkshire Dales National Park covers an area of 680 square miles. This park contains a rich variety of landscape, from lush green valleys crisscrossed by mile after mile of dry stone walling to spectacular limestone pavements, soaring crags and dramatic scars. The limestone scenery of the Southern Dales, which includes the great amphitheatre of Malham Cove and the precipitous cliffs of Goredale Scar, is not restricted to the surface features alone.
Here we have a few pictures, dazzling pictures of Yorkshire Dale National Park. Here is a beautiful sparkling waterfall of it. You can just see the natural beauty of it. Everything is conserved, no problems. There's a great beauty when the smell, everything is amazing when you go there. There's a great sensation, you have the feeling, natural, the smell, the trees, everything. Nature at its best, people.
I am here to talk about the cliffs in the Yorkshire Dales National Park. This is the limestone scenery of the Southern Dales, and you can see that this continues on to become a great amphitheatre. This amphitheatre is called the Malham Cove, and these precipitous cliffs of Goredale Scar, they're not restricted to the surface features alone. Underlying almost every hill is a honeycomb of subterranean passages, potholes and caverns. And in fact, the largest pothole in the Yorkshire Dales is in the Yorkshire Dales, and that's one of the reasons it is so famous. And mining is also quite famous in the Yorkshire Dales, and that is one of the reasons that it is so famous and such a great tourist destination. Now you can see the cliffs over here, and you can also see these stones which are completely covered in moss. This shows the natural beauty of the park.
Well, now to talk about the activities in Yorkshire Dale National Park. There's various types of activities, several different ones. There's water sports, hill walking, climbing, mountain biking, caving, cycling, horse riding, fell running, etc. Do you really want me to tell you the whole list? Well, there's so much great fun, such great activities. It's nature to its best. If you're not a person into nature, well, you can have fun with the activities. You know, bring your family in, your girlfriend maybe. You know, have fun. If you're not into nature, you can have the fun. There's always fun. You can breathe in nature, breathe out nature, and you never know. Drink nature. Cheers.
We have me back here again, and today we're going to talk about the popularity and conflict at Yorkshire Dales. As you can see, many people go to the Yorkshire Dales, and about 8 million people per year. And also you can see that the park management enjoys it quite well and is thinking about reopening the doors into the lines. But also we have here some conflicts with farmers who want to have a say and more money in the say. And also they
right folks, you need to be saving your stuff.
Now to talk about the wildlife in Yorkshire Dales National Park. the geology, natural processes and human influences have created the particular conditions that now support a rich and diverse wildlife. This is one of the most valuable parts of the United Kingdom and has the largest area of nationality and internationally important habitats of any national parks. Now to talk about one of the most significant parts of wildlife there is the flower-rich hay, meadows and pastures, which are the product of traditional low-intensity management of grazing land over many decades. They are very rare limestone. To be honest, the vast majority of the whole park is limestone. And the geology of the Southern Dales. The area's limestone country is of international biodiversity importance. And there are extensive areas of moorland, much managed as grass moor, that contain important areas of upland, heath and blanket and raised bog. These habitats cover vast areas and contain a variety of plant species. And now, for the actual wildlife, as in animals, birds, etc., there are several rare birds and rare animals, and they just make the beauty of the wildlife really, really important. There are birds such as breeding waders, black grouse, yellow wagtail and skylark, etc. And then there's the famous red squirrel everywhere in the wildlife. And that's just the basic generic facts of wildlife of national park. Here on my MacBook I have gotten few research about Yorkshire Dales facts and figures. Let me show you. Did you know the population, well, the tourist numbers of Yorkshire Dales is, let me zoom in, as you can see, 19,654. Amazing, isn't it? And now to get the size of Yorkshire Dales. And this is the basic exact size of Yorkshire Dales. 683 square miles. If you want it in kilometers, 1,769 kilometers square. And now there are several landmarks of Yorkshire Dales. One of them is Asgarth Falls, Buttertubs Pass, Skipton, Lickley, Haworth, Eagleton, Gaping Gill, Hawes and Malham, and Richmond. Well, that's just the basic facts and figures of it. That's cut to the chase, isn't it?
What about the date it was designated, Doctor?
Well, previously, like we said, the date it was designated was 1954. Unlike South Downs, which was about 2 years ago, it's pretty old. As they say, old is gold.
And now we have come to an unfortunate end to our Yorkshire Dales National Park video.
We had grown great feelings with it. We had might as well become family. You can just say it's my second house. We knew so much about it and now we have to leave it. All those great fun and stuff. Yorkshire Dales, I love you. Ritvik, the work we have done together has been great. But now we have to end.
Yeah!